So I accidentally uncovered some stuff in Black Ops 6 Zombies that we're definitely not supposed to be seeing. Again, it was by accident. And once I uncovered that, it just snowballed. And not only am I seeing this in Black Ops 6 Zombies, it's in the entirety of Call of Duty Black Ops 6. During Christmas time, there was a bundle that went out in the store, and I think there was a loading screen that had a Santa Claus, and he was holding up 6 fingers instead of 5. This was all over Twitter and Reddit, and people were speculating that this was generated by AI because you've got 6 fingers instead of 5. And that is something AI is known for. It's not very good with appendages of like humans and creatures. It definitely messes those things up often. And as one would suspect, maybe there's more AI in the game, and there absolutely is. I'm going to show you a bunch of images that were AI generated, and these images are used inside of zombies for artwork and decorations. This was definitely a crazy rabbit hole to go down. After I'd seen all this AI art, I had suspicions about how it might be affecting or has affected the artists at Treyarch and also the tools they're using, and it looks like my suspicions were right. There is a noticeable difference in the art style and aesthetic when you compare games like Black Ops 3 Zombies and even Black Ops 4 to what you see today. Black Ops 3 was filled with custom art, with the artists putting their names on everything, and I interviewed the top artists for Black Ops 3, and there was so much love and detail put into everything. You could feel the passion. Everywhere you looked, there was something to see, and it's not like that now, and the maps feel a little bit soulless. And now, seeing that the current art in Zombies was made by AI makes it seem like it's lost its humanity as well. I still love the game and I like to play it, it just seems to be in a sadder state than it was. But it doesn't make me want to play it any less, but it just feels like something is missing. Now let me show you this rabbit hole I fell down. It all started with one of the bundles I was looking at, the one with the raccoon skin. I was looking at an image with a raccoon holding the money and noticed that the writing on the money looked all jacked up, like what AI does when it's trying to create words. I was talking to one of my friends that's well versed in using AI to create art, shout out to Trickz, and I was like, yo, this looks like AI art really bad. His first instinct was to try and recreate it, and he literally typed in a simple prompt into the tool he uses all the time, and it created almost the exact same image. I was blown away. You could see that the style was the same, the lighting, the realism, and even the markings on the top left raccoon's eyes. I was like, do all AI art tools create this same looking raccoon? Like, what is going on? There are a few really good AI art tools like DALL-E and some others, and the one my friend used to create this similar image is called Midjourney. We started checking out more images and found loads that are in Zombies maps and also in bundles, and I'll show you guys all of those. The ones in the bundles are crazy, like they are charging people for this stuff, and I wonder if that would bother players knowing that. It seems sketchy, I don't know, but what isn't sketchy are the amazing deals you can get at G2A.com. You can get Call of Duty Black Ops 6 at an incredible discount, and right now Kingdom Come Deliverance is available at an unbeatable price on G2A. Whether you're exploring medieval Bohemia, forging your path as a warrior, or immersing yourself in a world of historical realism, now's the perfect time to experience this epic RPG. No long waits, no hassle, just amazing discounts and instant access to your next great adventure. But don't wait too long, this deal won't last forever. Head to G2A now and claim your kingdom. G2A, your gate to adventure. I'll have a link to this down in the description and also the pinned comment. But thank you to my partner G2A for sponsoring this video. I couldn't do it without them. So now I'll show you guys the AI art that I found in Zombies. So with every new Zombies game that comes out, I like to go in and check out the graphics and collect them for thumbnails and videos. I use this legal public tool from Intel called Graphics Frame Analyzer. It allows you to pull graphics files from any game. So I went into Citadel and was pulling the graffiti from the walls, and I noticed that the actual graphic file that I extracted had the graffiti image on a white wall. In the game, the white wall is removed and you only see the subject. I asked Trickz if he could reproduce this one image with the 3 dog heads on the white wall, and he plugged it in and recreated a very similar image, and the white wall was almost the exact same. These white walls is what this AI tool interprets as a realistic outdoor white wall that you would put graffiti on, and it looks like the same style. We suspected that this dog image was probably created with this same AI tool called Midjourney, like the raccoon was. Also, Trickz pointed out that the graphics file image for the 3 dog heads had a typical AI error where greenery was growing from the wall up at the top left, and that is not realistic or even possible. It was clear that the graffiti image was created by AI for zombies, and they erased the white wall around it. We checked out all the other images on the walls, and they all were the same. The graphic files showed them on a white wall, and then the white wall was removed. The dragon graffiti is an interesting one. When you look at the image, the back end of the dragon is all jacked up. It's got either 3 legs or 2 tails and 1 leg. I don't know, but whatever's going on here is a clear indication that it is the effect of AI not really knowing what to do with a dragon butt. It seems like the reason they prompted the AI tool to put the graffiti on a wall is because it created grout lines on the graffiti, so that when they added it to the castle walls, it would mesh with the stone grout lines and look more realistic. And if you look closely, you can see a bit of the white wall and the grass at the bottom from the AI image. And I realize this is really in-depth and overkill, but we're Easter egg hunters and we tear everything apart. Also, I recreated this dragon with Midjourney, and it was similar. It also screwed up the butt badly in every iteration. I also went to another AI art tool to compare the style. I gave it the same word prompts, like give me a red dragon, graffiti style on a white wall, to see what it would come up with. And the style wasn't the same at all. So all evidence was pointing towards them using this Midjourney tool. And 90% of all the other images on Citadel are also AI created. The raven, the lion, the weird scary guy, the knight, the crown. Some of the graffiti is reused from Cold War, but all the main images are all AI. I just really miss all the wonder and mystique, the highly detailed custom art created back in the day. It really gave the maps immersion and depth. So it's not that big of a deal that AI created the art in zombies for Black Ops 6, but I do think it might be a big deal to some people with how much AI is in these skins and bundle packs, because people pay real money for that. After uncovering all of this stuff in zombies, it was real easy to identify all of the AI in the packs. And let me show you what we found. So we already identified that the Santa Claus and raccoon were most likely AI generated. The Santa Claus is a loading screen and the raccoon is a decal. So why would they stop there? Why would they not use AI to make all the loading screens and decals and stickers? Well, it looks like they did. It seems like all loading screens are all AI generated. There is one zombies one that I thought was cool. I bought the bundle that has the repairman with the gobblegum gun, and it came with a cool looking zombies loading screen. At first, I thought it looked pretty cool, but then quickly realized it was AI generated. If you look closely, you can see the image is nonsensical and sloppy, just like AI does. They superimposed a jug machine in there, but the rest is all AI. And after I realized this, I was like, I felt a little bit fooled and tricked, because I was like, oh, I thought it was so cool. And then I'm like, oh my God, it's AI. That is dumb. Especially knowing that I can just go and use the tool that they seem to be using and create the same thing myself, but they want us to buy it from them. We looked further into the other loading screens, and this one here with the purple theme with handcuffs and cop cars is blatantly AI. If you look at the handcuffs, they're all jacked up with a lot of errors, and the cop car headlights are nonsensical. So I got Trickz to try and recreate it with Midjourney, and he was able to do it really easily. Like, he nailed it. We did this white snake loading screen here from the game, and we were able to quickly recreate that with minimal word prompts. The way it positioned it on the tree, and again, the lighting, the realism is all in the same style. So whoever at Trickz made this, they literally put in maybe 5 to 10 words to create this in a matter of seconds. We've noticed with recreating these that we give it minimal information, and it seems to be positioning these subjects in the same way. It'll make them look to the left with the same types of characteristics. And this was just giving more evidence that they might be using the Midjourney tool. Then to really seal the deal, this loading screen here with the white dove is on the very recognizable white AI wall that we saw from the Citadel map. Again, I was able to very easily recreate this loading screen, and in fact, after I made it, I got confused as to which one was the one I made and the one that was in game. At this point, I was pretty sure that all loading screens were AI generated in all of the bundles, and looking too closely at the images gives it away. Given this, I would assume most of the 2D non-animated art like stickers and decals are also AI generated like the raccoon. And one thing that bugs me, and I now cannot unsee, and I'm sorry, you all are not going to be able to unsee it either, is the Master Prestige emblem with the 3 Cerberus dog heads. If you look closely, you'll notice that it's probably made with AI, with all of that typical AI inaccuracies and errors. First off, the teeth are all jacked up, and some of the dogs are missing rows of teeth, and they don't match the other dog's teeth. And I've messed with a lot of AI myself, and I can spot an AI error like this really easily. And AI screws up teeth a lot, along with appendages. But what really bugs me about this is that it's crooked. It's tilted to the right, and that is definitely something AI would do. This emblem pops up non-stop in game, and at the end of the game, and it's all I can see now, is this crooked AI lazy art. What's interesting is that in one of the main menus, you can tell they took the image and straightened it, like an artist had to manually straighten it. But in game, and at the end of your match, this thing pops up and it is all crooked. After seeing all of this evidence that the AI Midjourney tool was able to easily recreate these images, I decided to Google 2 words: Midjourney and Activision. This article here popped up instantly, and I was honestly surprised. I didn't think I would be seeing anything like this, and I was floored to see that my suspicions were correct, that it was indeed Midjourney that they are using to create this art in the game and then sell it to us. And as this article explains, my suspicions about how this would be affecting the artists behind the scenes was all true. The article reads, former Activision staff concerned about Gen AI tools used in development, including Midjourney. Activision Blizzard has reportedly approved the use of generative AI tools, including Midjourney and Stable Diffusion, for producing concept art and marketing materials. This is according to a recent investigation by Wired, which obtained an internal memo from Activision's then Chief Technology Officer, Michael Vance, that approved the use of these generative AI tools. A former employee claimed the publisher assured its artists that generative AI would be used only for internal concepts, not final game assets, and that AI would not be used to replace them. A former employee cited the Microsoft layoffs in January, which saw 1,900 employees cut from its games division, including many 2D artists at Activision. The employee claimed that the remaining concept artists were then forced to use AI to aid in their work, and that they had to sign up to AI training. And then it gets a little more sketchy at the end of this article. It says many generative AI tools, such as Midjourney, are trained by scrapping artwork from the internet without the original artist's consent. Speaking to Forbes last year, Midjourney's CEO David Holtz said the company does not seek consent for copyrighted work due to the issues in identifying where it came from. After reading this article, I'm sure it was a shit show behind the scenes with these artists and Activision and Treyarch, and they're telling them none of this AI art is going to make it into the game, and clearly it has. And then they're being told it's not going to be affecting their jobs, and then a ton of 2D artists got laid off. And then on top of that, they're saying that the art that's being put into the game could possibly be stolen from other artists and their intellectual property. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this. It's such a sketchy area. It's like they can legally do what they're doing. It does help them probably cut cost, and it definitely does affect the aesthetic of the game. For me, it just feels gross, and maybe it's not that big a deal, but I do want to know what you guys think about this. Comment down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you next video.